Dear Lord, we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you that we can meet together in this Baptist Friends meeting this week. We thank you for the opportunities that we've had to get to know new friends, and we pray that you'll help today in this last day, that you'll keep your hand of blessing upon the day, and we just thank you for the blessings we've seen this week. We ask these things in Christ's name. Amen. My name is Shannon Sexton, for those of you who have never met me or whom I haven't met, and I work here in a lot of different facets. My main title is the Vice President of Operations for Crown College, which basically means I get to take care of everything that's non-academic for the college. So that's our publishing company, our bookstore, facilities, security, food service, different things like that. We have a lot of nice people that help us. I'm also in charge of the media ministry here in our church and college. And we have very qualified people who you will meet here momentarily who pretty much do most of that work. They just ask for my opinion every once in a while. So it's the old adage, hire people smarter than you and they make you look good. Well, that's what we do. But what we're going to do basically is talk about our media ministry here and what we do. And then we'll take some questions at the end. If there's anything we can help you with, we'd be glad to do that today. These gentlemen are available for your questions privately, and so we'd be happy to help you. Basically, we wanted to start with our websites and our web ministry. Our flagship website is called Faith for the Family, and it encompasses our entire ministry, things from our college, church, academy, camp. It's basically, this website was built for people to use, not only people involved in our ministry, but other people to use, and it's all encompassing. If you'll scroll across the top there, we have Bible messages, then we have our broadcast, resources, links, events. We have a place where you can donate to this ministry, and then we have a mobile app, which is a mobile version you can use on your phone, your smartphone, for this website. If you scroll down to the bottom there for a minute, Chad, you can see there's links at the bottom to all different ministry aspects that we have here. Everything from the camp to our television ministry, Crown College, seminary, the church. There's links to everything that we do on Faith for the Family. So Faith for the Family is basically a jumping off point for us, and it's all encompassing. If you scroll down, back to the top, Chad, I'm sorry. I'm going to have Curtis Bixler. He can introduce himself, and he can talk a little bit about our broadcast. Ryan Kiter this is Ryan. Ryan does our television ministry. He also does all of our graphic design, and along with many other things, video. Curtis Bixler works with audio and video production. He also is in charge of our YouTube ministry. Everything that's uploaded to YouTube, he takes care of that. Glenn Layson works with our church website and also our Baptist Friends website. So while we're here on Faith for the Family, I'm going to let Curtis talk a little bit about some of the things that you can find here as far as broadcast, YouTube, different things.
If you go to under Bible messages, you can see first, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, we try to keep this up to date as possible. Recent Bible messages. In there, you'll see the last one was uploaded on April 7th. Of course, that was before Baptist Friends. It's been kind of busy since then, so I haven't kept it updated. But down through there, you can see, and then you'll have, like, for instance, it says Message by Dan Moore. He came and preached our chapel. But then when you click on them to watch, what we've done is linked our website with YouTube. So what we do is just take the link off of YouTube and then throw it into our website, and then it automatically kind of does the system for you. So there, for instance, there you go. It pulls up, or it will pull up eventually. And we try to just keep that flowing for a little.
Instead of embedding them in our server, explain a little bit of that.
Right. So that way, right. Obviously, all that stuff takes up space on a server, and you have to, purchase more space and more space. So what we do is just throw it all on YouTube and then link it over. So it works a lot quicker too. So that's why we try to do that way. You can also go to our Christian music broadcast. Like I said, that's the same thing. Kind of keep that update as much as possible. It should be from April 7th. That's what I'll do is take a video of our church service. I'll cut out choir specials, solo specials, all that kind of stuff, or instrumental specials. And you can see it tells you how many views they've had on YouTube, like The Perfect Sacrifice by some sisters there, 437 views. And it just kind of makes it available for people to come in, able to watch. When I first started, I was a little slower at it, and I kept having like a couple people from overseas that said, we don't go to church, and so we really thrive off of what you put up. So I try to work at it, it's on a daily basis to try to make sure it's up and uploaded. So that's a great resource. The other resource I was going to show you real quick, I know Pastor would appreciate this, is if you scroll back to the top, Chad, under resources, if you go down to Bible study materials, this is what he was talking about the other day. It's the third one from the top. You can actually go on here and you can see all of our material as far as our Sunday school material. You can actually, there's the newest book that Pastor did, which is Believe and Belong. If you go to View Materials, all the lesson previews, which is done by Brother Powell and Brother Thomason, they come in on Wednesday nights and they do like 15 minutes and explain what the lesson's about. You can go on there and you can listen to it or watch it, and it's all there and available for you.
Yes, those are also on YouTube. The question was, are those available on YouTube? Yes, they are. They're in a playlist on YouTube, and we'll go there and show you that as well. But basically, Faith for the Family is our main flagship website. That's where everything that we do as far as the entire ministry is located. Okay? Yeah, was there another question about Faith for the Family? No, Crown Christian Publications is linked. If Chad, if you're on Faith, I know you jumped over to their website. We don't need to. We'll just go back to Faith for the Family. If you go up to the top and you go to our store, Faith for the Family store, which there's a link down here. Basically, Crown Christian Publications, all of our materials are available through the Faith for the Family store on that website. There's also a Crown Christian Publications website, but all the materials are available on the in the Faith for the Family bookstore. Oh, who hosts our websites? Oh, our websites are hosted through Crown Web, but some of them are. It depends on the website. We have another gentleman that helps us. We have our own web hosting company, crownweb.net. But we also, some of the more complex websites are hosted with a gentleman that we do business with in the Nashville area. All right? Let's go over to Temple Baptist Church just for a minute. We've just recently redesigned this website, and I'm going to let Glenn Layson, this is part of his responsibility. Glenn also keeps the Baptist Friends website up to date. So I'm going to let him give us a little tour. Glenn, feel free to stand up if you want to, but I'm going to let him give us a little tour of this. One interesting thing about this, and Glenn can speak to this, is something new we've done with all of our Bible studies locally and our bus routes locally. And Glenn, I want you to talk about that just a little bit.
If you go under church ministries, if you could, Chad, and go down to the bus ministry and click on that link. Something cool that's new with Google Maps is you can actually create, just with any free account, you can actually pinpoint certain locations and actually map out stuff. So what we did for all of our Bible clubs and also for all the bus ministry, we actually have it mapped out so that if anybody visits the website and they live in a certain area, especially in the greater Knoxville area, they know which bus route they're at, depending on what we have for actually our map. And then if you go back up to the top, and then go down to for the community Bible studies. So we do this for the Bible clubs and also Bible studies. We have them all listed down on there where you can actually go through and actually click on it and actually get directions right to where the Bible study's at. It's really helpful because a lot of people don't even know. Pastor always mentions, we have our 170 some Bible studies that we actually have going on during the week, but no one knows where those are at. Where they meet or anything like that. So putting it online, it saves a lot of paper from having to print all that stuff out constantly, and it's really easy just to update it online to where people can just visit. And then also another quick thing that we did that's on here, everything that we have on the side for broadcast, it's all linked through for YouTube, and then we also link through Faith for the Family. You can watch all the broadcasts, and they're archived on YouTube just by a link. What like what Curtis was saying earlier, you don't have to keep everything on the website. The more you put on a website, it just keeps on going and going and going, and you'll end up scrolling like forever down on your page just because you have so much stuff archived. And YouTube already puts it up on there. You can archive it easily. So all you have to do, honestly, is just put a link to it, and puts people all the way immediately over to YouTube, and it works out really well. And then you can easily just pop in any interesting facts or new things that are coming up on there for it. And then we also had the live stream. If you go up to the very top there and click on the live stream, very top menu. All the live stream goes through the site, and we have ours hosted on here. It'll show up when we actually do live stream, which really helps a lot. Other thing that I have on here is Google tracking analytics, which tracks every single person that visits the site, where they're visiting from, to their exact city that they visit from, and all that's free on Google. And all you have to do is just put a little embedding code inside your website, and it tracks everything. So I knew the very first week that we put it up, that Sunday, we had over 1,200 visits to the site. And I can tell you where they're from, to the point where I can tell you what they searched in Google, where they mainly came from, if anybody actually linked to their website. And from there, you can actually just figure out more on what emphasis you actually need to put on for where people are actually visiting your site and how they're visiting it, just by doing those few little things.
Lynn, walk us across the top here a little bit in some of these ministry applications.
Under Visitor Center, it just makes it easier for people. Also, if you go to Campus Map, if you could, this is something that we just added, which is new. It's a campus map because our campus is extremely large and not many people know where the specific buildings are. So I just went through with the same application in Google Maps. You can go through, and it's listed on the side, all the different places that we have on our campus, and they're just mapped out on here. For visitors that haven't never been here before, we're like, oh, just go over to the Dolphus Price building, which is administrative. I doubt half of you even know where the Dolphus Price is. I didn't for the first almost 2 years I was here, and it's the building that's connected to the gym. So, so what we did was we mapped it all out inside here. They say Sunday school offices and stuff. So we mapped it out so when people are going to visit, they want to know that stuff, they can go to it. So if you go back to there, Chad. So we just put a little area for the visitors to be able to go inside there, and we just put it also on the side over here, the same links on the side. Under my church home, it's mainly just for every one of our church members that we have here. It goes down to ministry opportunities. We have them all listed inside there. What we did also, under Sunday Bulletin, we always post that every single week, and then the Wednesday prayer sheet, when Pastor says we had the prayer sheet online, what's also on 187 or 865-938 pray. We have all the pastor updates, has the girls update all the prayers that are going on. That's for our church, and it's also uploaded online, the PDF that people can download on there. You can also submit prayer requests or view them. Bible reading schedule also goes on there, Pastor has. So you can upload different PDFs and such like that you want on there. People can just link to it and then print it off. It saves a lot of paper, just being able to put it online. And then church ministries, we're really trying, the main focus for this site was to try to display all the ministries that actually go on here at Temple Baptist Church, because there's a vast variety that people didn't even know on. And Pastor has it segregated into different areas, so it goes under from senior ministries all the way down through. And these are just for the church members that we have, and it goes down through the whole list. I'm slowly updating it more and more every single time. I'm going to put the directors of each one on there and some more information Pastor wants me to do.
There's over 80 ministries we have, individual ministries we have going on in our church at any given time. So we try to keep those listed. All right, Glenn, while we're here, we don't have a lot of time. Let's transition. If we go back to the home page, let's transition. You have the slides going here, and let's go on over to Baptist Friends. That's the meeting that's going on. That's another website that Glenn maintains. And so we'll walk through here, give you a little tour of Baptist Friends. And we see here we've got day 3 highlights. Every day these 3 gentlemen will take the video, music, and different things, and they will turn that into a highlight, a 3 to 5 minute highlight video for the day, that day in the conference. And so those are available to watch at Baptist Friends. They're also on YouTube. So Glenn, walk us through this website just a little bit, from church directory to events, different things that are going
Baptist Friends mainly. Right now, I guess you could say this version of it. Right now, I'm actually making a second version, the 2.0 of it. But this one right here, right now, we have goes through with a menu.
Hold
Mainly.
on a second. Did you click a video?
Hey, he's getting it now. It's loading. Sorry. The first page we have on the slider, we put updates for what we have going on right now as the conference, like Shane said earlier. But we also have during the year, we put just different things that we have on there. It might be encouragement to people, or highlights from the year before. We'll put back on there, or different messages or things that are going on. But on the top first tab, we actually have everything that's going on for this particular conference. You can watch live over on the end, lodging, different things like that. An exhibitor center that we have, which actually lists every single one of our exhibitors that are here. If you not sure what they are, if you want to go ahead and check them out, they're actually listed on there. If you go under conference resources, click on that for me, Chad. You can go through. We have different things on just the ministries we have with Baptist Vision. The gospel presentation that we have in every single, I think it's 13 different languages, I believe. We had the gospel language recorded in where people can listen to that is online. And then also if you go over to Explore the World, this is actually part of where it goes into the directory part of Baptist Friends. If you click on the United States, if you can. Specifically for the United States, this is getting updated. It's a little bit different to where Pastor was talking about the 10 regions. But this lists every single state inside there. It gives population, land area, also gives you demographics for what type of religions inside that area that we're aware of. This pulls from a database that we have that the government owns actually, and we pull it inside, so it's the most current information that we possibly can have. So if they have it, we have the same information. And also, if you click on Georgia for me. So for instance, if you're inside of Georgia, whenever it loads.
It's a very heavy website, so it takes a while for things to load. There's so much information on the site.
So if you scroll down a little bit, inside of Georgia, it'll pinpoint every single church or ministry. So it's not just a church listing. It also lists all the ministries that are actually inside there. So if it's a publications that we're aware of, or if it's a college, and over here on the side, on church ministries, there's actual physical churches. There's 727 that we're aware of. Christian schools are listed. There's 71. Missionary boards, there's 18 there. Military bases, there's 15. Deaf ministries, he clicked on it. Deaf ministries and Hispanic ministries, and also Bible colleges, there's 2 that we're aware of inside of Georgia. We're constantly trying to update it. That's the reason why we actually get everyone's registration information, because when you put down your church name and a phone number, if something changed, we really want to know, because otherwise it's picking up the phone every single day, almost something's most likely changed. And then on the bottom we have listed all the different types of churches, and when you actually click on it, it'll bring it up to where you actually can go to the map, and it'll pull it up to where you actually get directions to it with all the churches. And we do this with every single state that's in the United States, every country that's there. We have a listing of all of them, and we try to get the most updated information. If everything has changed, we definitely encourage you to email us. There's a form that you can get under Get Involved. You can fill out and email us the information. It actually goes to my email, and then I try to update it as soon as I possibly can. I've been a little bit backlogged with the conference coming up lately, but I gotta get back through there. I think I have like 127 emails of church information I have to update. But the last thing I want to show really quick is Find a Church. This is really good just for search-wise. You can search by zip code or country.
If you're on vacation, if you're going to be out of town, you'd like to find a church, go ahead.
Or even if you know the ministry name of it or a keyword of the pastor's name, you can put it up into the search bar and it hits search and it'll pull it up. So if you're like, oh man, I know the pastor's name, but I don't know the church and I want to call them up, the information is inside there. You can just go through and search. So it's really good for a directory part. To the 2.0 version that we're making is going to start breaking everything up into regions, the way Pastor has it now. We're really trying to get involved with that, with the regions area and a lot of other things that I'm working on currently right now. It's going to take a while. Hopefully I'll get it done by next year, by the next conference, or middle of this year. I'm really hoping to. So if you definitely pray about that. And but this is definitely a great resource for people with the information. It's also good too for if, and we also put just random information on there, the demographics about the countries or states, and information about the states, or even if the kids need to go on there for like reports or something like that, the information is actually on there. So it kind of puts a little Christian emphasis to it also.
Thank you, Glenn. We appreciate that. Chad, let's go real quickly over to the college website just for a moment. So we visited the church, we visited Baptist Friends, we visited Faith for the Family. So here's the college website. Obviously, everything you would think or want on a college website, and we could go into that in great detail, but I'll let you look at that at your leisure. You can do everything from apply online to take online classes. There's private areas for students to get in and communicate with their teachers. A lot of different things, and we keep that updated on a daily basis. All right, camp. We got the camp, the academy. Chad, just scroll through these. The academy website, basically the same thing. Keeps up with our Christian Academy. Everything. They have a service on here called Edline, which parents check homework, different things with their academy students, everything from sports to academics to upcoming events. All of that's taken care of on the academy website. Okay? We'll go over quickly to Mount Moriah, which is our Christian camp. This is our website for our camp ministry. Here again, there's lots of information about the camp, summer schedules, different things, photo galleries. You can register online for a week of camp, or you can email the camp director and get in touch with us. All the information that's needed for our camp is on here, many different videos. Let's go over just for a second. A lot of people are interested in how we get the message out. How do people know about the church? Where do they watch sermons? Where do they watch special music? How does all that happen? I'm going to let Curtis and Ryan speak to that in a minute, but we are very involved in social media. The college has a Facebook page. Pastors on Facebook, Twitter. College has Twitter page. The church has a Facebook page. We're very involved in social media. We believe we're trying to use it for the right purpose. Those are updated on a daily basis. But one thing that we found in the last couple years has been very beneficial to us is YouTube. And we can get over to here again, the college has a YouTube page, and Faith for the Family has a YouTube page. And our flagship YouTube page is Faith for the Family. Everything that we do, as far as ministry related, will go up on Faith for the Family YouTube. And we have about 1,400 subscribers today and about 642,000 views. And I'm going to let Curtis and Ryan speak a little bit about that, how they update it, when they update it, what they update it with, that type of thing, and we'll go over that briefly.
Go ahead. All right, YouTube is a very, very powerful tool for ministries nowadays. When we first started doing audio and video, we were taking all of our video, every one of our videos, uploading it to a server, paying for more and more and more and more space every month. It gets almost outrageous, the price that it costs to store, especially the new high-definition video. So what YouTube has done is they allow you now, it's free, it's absolutely free. You can take one video. We shoot everything in high definition now, so it's the best quality as we could possibly have. You can upload it one time to YouTube. They do all the processing for you. They do all the work. If you go to YouTube and like if you have a slow internet connection, you'll click on the bottom one that says like 360 or something, so it'll load faster. Or you'll see that there's a 1080 version that you can click on if you have fast enough internet. YouTube does all of that work for you. They do everything for free. Then they provide you a link. So basically, they're giving you free storage, free processing, and everything. And all you have to do is take that link, and you can actually. A lot of people, they say, "Well, YouTube has a lot of stuff on it that I don't like." Well, that's fine if you don't want to actually drive people to the actual website. All you have to do is take that one link that they give you to your video and actually put it into your own website, and it'll just view the video as if it was your own video on your website.
Let me stop you right there just for a minute. We had some concerns early on when we started to use YouTube. Oh, we go there. Let me speak in the microphone. What I was saying is we had some concerns early on about using YouTube, especially from Christian folks. They were like, there's terrible things on YouTube. There are. There's terrible things on television. There's terrible things everywhere. So what we try to do with our YouTube page is drive people, like Ryan was saying, straight to our page. Now, I get on YouTube all the time, daily. whether it's a fishing video or mountain climbing video or canoeing video, something I like to watch. I don't watch television anymore. I watch YouTube. You can ask my wife. But there's lots of great things on YouTube. But we do put a disclaimer, and we warn people that if you leave our page, there may be things that are inappropriate on YouTube. And we've had people ask, how we get around that or how we deal with that, how we deal with inappropriate things on YouTube. What we have found is we put a disclaimer, and so, clicking off this page to another area of YouTube may take you to videos outside Faith for the Family's oversight, which would contain inappropriate content, and it goes on. But that's basically what we do, and that's how we deal with it. And a lot of times we will take people straight to a video and not to YouTube directly. If you get on YouTube directly, you can search for Faith for the Family, and our channel will pull. But that's how we deal with that. Also, when Ryan says we store and archive things here, we also keep those copies here. We have a copy on site, but we don't take video that we used to embed on our servers, in our websites. We do all of that through YouTube now. That's not the final copy. That's not the only copy. We archive and store everything in-house on servers. We have copies of it. If YouTube goes down or, Google's the Antichrist or something happens, we do have, and they may be affiliated with that. It seems like they own the world. I mean, they're mapping everything. But we do have copies of it. They think it's funny, but I'm serious. I mean, they know where you drive. They know what you eat. They know what you search for. They know everything. But because it is a free service and we can use it, we do. We take full benefit. We have people all over the world that watch our videos, our music, all of that type of thing, and they find that content on YouTube. It's the simplest place for them to find the content. But we do back up and archive all of that here. I would advise you to always keep your content, and we do that, but we share it with YouTube, and through YouTube, we share it with the world. All right, I'll let these guys have this back. Talk about a daily, how you go through this daily. You upload sermons, different things. What we have here, this video just not loading because of the internet connection.
He paused it.
Oh, you paused it?
Right. You can scroll down through there and see. Basically, you create an easy account. You put your email address in, and you make a password, and then that gives you accessibility to upload. There's a button at the top of the screen that says upload. You drop any kind of video in, and
we're talking about daily highlights. If you get on our YouTube channel, we've got highlights of the Friends meetings. We do that daily, so you can see what happened during that day. We also eventually will have all the sermons up. If you scroll up, here's Mr. Zinker's sermon from the other day.
that was Sunday school.
Morning.
Sunday school, yes, sir.
Then we have all of our choirs and special groups that will sing throughout the week. Talk about Monday, Thursday. You update the service and different things.
Right. So first thing Monday morning, of course, we have chapel for the college, but I try to come right in right away and get working on the videos. I typically just cut the sermons out, put them up, and then I'll cut some of the specials out and put them up. And then, like I said, it's just a process it goes through. And I try to do that Mondays and Thursdays. And then YouTube kind of takes care of the process as far as uploading it. And it automatically will just pop right up on your screen. And then sometimes, like over here, someone asked about Believe and Belong. Over here, it'll say feature playlist. So Believe and Belong, there it is. Youth Congress, there's all the sessions from Youth Congress. So eventually, by next week sometime, hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, we'll have one that says Independent Baptist Friends 2013 sessions, and you can go there and you can listen to all the sessions that were done this week, and that's really nice to do. We have another one that Pastor does on soul winning called Following Christ Fishing for Men. It's just 13 lessons on that. And then also you can go to our Crown College YouTube channel. That's more like all the college side of it. Like, for instance, the kids love their parents to be able to come on and watch Sally sing a solo in chapel. So, for instance, right now we have a group of young ladies. They're traveling this summer, so we put them on there for the churches to be able to say, hey, go to YouTube and listen to us sing. This is what you have to look forward to for this summer. And then the messages from the speakers will be on there. As you scroll down through, there's Dan Moore, Brother Dan Moore. He graduated from here. A couple other ones, Tom Green.
All the chapel music and speakers go up on the college YouTube.
Right.
As well.
Right. And then we do the same thing on the Crown College website. We'll link all those media is on there too, so people are able to see on our media page. So
if you're ever interested in what's going on here, and obviously y'all are from all over the country, you can get on our YouTube page, and every service, every special music, every service, every event, all of that we put on Faith for the Family's YouTube page. And it's all accessible. It's easy for you to watch. One other thing I wanted to tell you about, and we'll be finished and we'll take a few questions, is our television broadcast. And Ryan takes care of our television broadcast. You can find archived television broadcast on Faith for the Family's website under resources. And you can find that there. We do a weekly television broadcast. And I'll let Ryan tell you about that quickly, and then we'll take some questions.
Our television broadcast is done out of a company in Virginia, Abingdon, Virginia. It's called Living Faith Television. They reach all the way from Virginia all the way here to Knoxville. So I think it's about a 3 or 4 hour radius from Abingdon. So if you're there, you can just check your local listings and find that. Every Monday night at 9 o'clock, we have a TV broadcast, and it's basically it's kind of one of our services minus some of the, like offerings and announcements and things like that. We start off with the choir special. And we do it a little different than we do like our live stream. The TV broadcast has overlays, so if you just tune in, it'll come by and say, this is Dr. Clarence Sexton, and it'll tell what the name of the special is. And we always, we put up titles that tell you, like, our websites and YouTube and stuff like that. So the people that, don't know who we are or aren't around here have the opportunity to kind of get linked in. And we've had probably, I would say, next to YouTube is probably the most feedback that we've had is from our television broadcast. People calling in saying, hey, we saw your television broadcast. We have one guy that religiously every week calls in and orders a copy of the television broadcast. So it's a great ministry. It's a great opportunity. If you think having a television broadcast is hard to do, it's really not. It's really not hard to do. So if you guys are thinking about doing something like that, as long as you have the space on a TV, a TV station or an opportunity to do that, we'd love to talk to you about how to do it, because it's really not that hard, and it's a great opportunity to get your ministry out into.
Let Curtis speak about our radio broadcast quickly too.
Radio, it's the same thing. We do a quick intro, and then it'll be what we do is we have a 15 minute daily one that's called the King's Hour is the hour one, and then we have a 15-minute one every day too. What I do is I'll take a 40-minute sermon and I'll chop it up into like 12 to 13 minutes, because Pastor usually does an intro and outro for those, where he'll say, this is Pastor Clarence Sexton, this is the topic for the day, enjoy this message. And then it'll be him preaching for like 12 minutes, and we'll have an outro. He's like, listen to the message again tomorrow at the same time. And so that's downloadable off the website as of right now. Today we're going through the new Believe and Belong series. The message is our accountability to God. I think that's chapter 12 out of the book, or chapter 11 out of the book. And then the King's Hour, you see, was from Sunday, April 14th. And that is what I do for that is it's just an hour long. Same thing. You kind of have like a 2-minute intro and a 2-minute outro. And then we'll do like one of his messages. We'll throw in a couple specials. And all that is, if you have a radio station, all that is free. All you have to do is go in there, you hit the download, it'll download to your desktop, and then throw it into whatever program you're using for radio. Right, absolutely. Perfect.
We could talk about all this stuff all day. We haven't talked about our UT campus ministry and their website. We haven't talked about a lot of things, but just a quick overview of what's going on here. So let's take some questions for about 5 minutes, if y'all have any, and we'll try to let these gentlemen. Yes, sir.
On your online college ministry, you offer any classes on how to do anything, and also like websites. Not all of us are graphic designers, but are there like basic templates where we can plug in your information?
Okay.
And at crownweb.net, is there spaces for churches to host?
Sure. Let's go over to Crown Web. The first place you need to start is crownweb.net, okay? This is our web company, and there are templates here. If you can type a Word document, you can have a website. We'll host your website. I believe it's $29.95 a month. We'll help you set it all up with your information the first time. Matter of fact, in the gym, the gentleman who wrote the software, we're fortunate enough to have him with us. Mitchell Killian is his name. and he has a display right beside the Crown Publications display. So if you get over there after lunch or you get over there tonight, sometime before the service, you can talk to him. But they'll have special deals going on during this conference. They'll set you up. They'll waive some of the fees. But it's basically $29 a month. There's lots of templates. They're adding new templates every day. As far as online school and classes, the gentleman you need to speak to, we didn't go over that here, but the gentleman you speak to is Bill Galarakis, or you can stop up at the front desk and they'll give you some information about Crown Online. Oh, for web design, we do have Photoshop. I'll let Ryan speak to that because he teaches some of them.
Right now on our online, we don't offer these classes, but we do offer classes here for Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, and web design. But right now they're not offered online.
The question was, are any of them during the summer sessions? We don't have those available this summer.
One thing that I have done, and it's helped me tremendously, if you want to write this down, especially if you have a ministry, this is great. There's a website called lynda.com, Lynda, and it's the absolute leader in the world for learning things like this, software and Office and Photoshop and Adobe, stuff like that. It's a very minimal fee per month, and you have access to hundreds of thousands of lessons by professionals that do this kind of thing. And I have actually done that myself, learning programs that I need to learn Premiere to do video. So I went online and did the courses for there, and it's a real helpful thing to do.
Chad, we're going to excuse you. I know you've got some lunch issues. The next question. The question was, is there an expiration date for storage on YouTube? We'll let Curtis speak to that.
There isn't. Basically, if you got on YouTube right now and looked at it, you could scroll down and see things we posted 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and YouTube just stores them there. If you, for instance, if you said, "Oh, Pastor spoke," and you knew the title of it, you can actually on Faith for the Family, not searching in YouTube, but just search the actual subscription of Faith for the Family. You can search in there the title of something, clean the crib and clean the ox or whatever. One of it, keep the ox, clean the crib. If you type that in, it'll come right up and it'll have all the messages on there. So if you saw something from old, it does. It's not, never will ever leave there.
We can't speak to YouTube's policies. I'm an avid YouTuber, and I've found stuff down there from 5-6 years ago that's still there, but you would have to read their policy as far as how long they maintain the storage. Like I said, we store all of our stuff locally, and then we just use YouTube as a way to distribute our content because it's globally accepted. So, great question. Yes. The question was, is there a plan in the future to put Dr. Sexton's books in digital format? The answer to that is yes. We have that available now. We have 2 in iTunes right now, and by the end of this year, we hope to have at least half of his books where you can purchase them in iTunes, on Nook, and all of that. But yes, there's 2 available now, and by the end of the year, we hope to have at least half of those done. So. The question was, how do we get started in television broadcasting with cable access? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these 2 guys, as soon as we're finished, give you some ideas as far as cameras and different things, software for a computer that they use to edit things, and then camera, an entry-level type HD camera that you could use to maybe get started in that. They'd be happy to answer those questions. Did y'all have a question? The question was, what type of format do we end up uploading to YouTube?
Well, YouTube, because it's such a massive video company, they actually can accept a lot of different kind of files. I mean, if you have a WMA, it's going to accept that. If you have an MP4, it's going to accept that. If you have an MOV, it's going to accept that, because it's going to take that video and it's going to process it into what YouTube wants. Basically, it's all going to go back. Basically, everything is going to go to an MP4. MP4 is the standard high definition video format nowadays. We automatically do everything in MP4. Just makes it easier for us to storage. We record it into a RAW format, which is called MOV, but it's like 300 gigs per service. And then when we render it down to an MP4, it's only like 3 or 4. So it makes storage, right? Makes storage a lot easier. But the most useful and easiest way to put video in now is MP4 format. And any video editor, Windows Media, Movie Maker, Premiere, Final Cut, all has that option of doing that.
Great. Yes, sir.
In regards to your live stream, you're mentioning when you archive your website, or do you store them somewhere else?
I'll let Ryan explain that. We do store, for instance, he was just talking about, well, explain how we record them and store them and what we do store and what we keep on our servers.
We have gone with a company. It's called Black Magic Design, and we use their video switchers and their recording programs. What we actually do is we do two things. We stream one stream out of our switcher for recording separately. So we record one recording separately for that. Then the other stream is to our live stream. We do not record what we live stream. We do not keep what we live stream because we've already got a copy of it. We live stream through a company called Sermon Audio, and if you've been in the displays in the gym, you've seen that. The gentleman's name is Stephen Lee. He's a Christian man. He's a great guy. He has a great company. He does streaming for tons of people. He makes it very simple. If you have a setup, all you have to do is send a stream up to him, and he'll create an app for you. We have an app, a Simple Baptist Church Sermon Audio app. You can embed it right into your website. So we don't actually stream ourselves on our servers, but we use Sermon Audio to do that. Right. We used to do that.
And we found it better to pay for that service.
Right.
Explain that.
Right, it was causing us more, because the more and more that we started streaming every month, the more and more it started costing us on our servers on top of storing everything. So we found out using him per month is much more cost effective, and we get a much better stream through him than doing it ourselves. And he works with us great. You can upload videos to him, and he'll archive videos and put them all over the place. One thing that is good is that a lot of people come to our websites for our live stream. They do. They say, I want to watch Simple Baptist Church website. But there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of more people that know about Sermon Audio that don't maybe know about your church website. So they'll go to Sermon Audio and say, I'm going to be at home on Sunday because I'm sick. So they'll go to Sermon Audio and scroll down through, and they may just find your church randomly just because it's on Sermon Audio. So it's a great tool, just for people who don't know about your church but that want to, find a good church. So you may be found on there too. So
Stephen Lee is his name, and he has a booth, Sermon Audio booth next door. Great. These are all great questions. I'm going to let y'all go because it's almost lunchtime, but if you have anything you'd like to speak to these gentlemen about, they're going to stay around here for a minute. I think Curtis got a phone call, but he's trying to manage everybody that's doing what I'm doing right now. So we have this building wired to where we can record all these sessions in every room with video and audio at the same time. So he's been in here, and if you've seen him on the phone, he's just tracking the recordings in all the other rooms. But if you do have a question, please ask. We're still learning. We don't have all the answers. We're just doing the best we can. But if you do want to watch any of our services live, if you're ever ill or you can't attend your church, they're on. You can go to Faith for the Family, Temple Baptist Church, and click right in there and watch them live. If you want to, if Monday evening you're at home, you want to watch what Pastor Sexton preached on Sunday, they're already up. They're archived on our YouTube channel. Okay, and we'd love for you to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel, Faith for the Family at YouTube, because you would get updates as we post things. It will send you email updates. All right? Thank you very much.